everybody, it's Christine, and I'm on here as the guest designer for the Counterfeit Kit Challenge blog. So if you, you should have seen on the first a video where I revealed my kit that I put together, and I'm just going to show y'all. This is my little stack of stuff. It's got the colors, you know, it's kind of got these colors with the exception of this like red color here, which I'm going to end up cutting that out some kind of way. I haven't figured it out yet, but this was my kit of stuff, and I'm gonna set it over here because I probably end up getting into it, but I know for sure. So the challenge today is ABC 1, 2, 3. Now technically I could do one or the other, but I'm an overachiever, so I'm gonna try to do both here. And the ABCs, you got to use something starts with an A, something starts with B, and something starts with a C. And I was going through my little chipboard stuff that I had picked out, and I had an ampersand. I want to know how many of y'all knew that that's called an ampersand. I suspect more people than I thought, but it's such a fancy word, you know. It looks like an and sign, but it's an ampersand. So anyway, that's my ampersand. That's my A. My B, I'm going to do these buttons, is my plan. And C, I have found a cassette tape. That's in the little chipboard, y'all. I was like, okay, that's kind of cool. Now, that's not going to go, you know, cassette tapes are music or whatever. And technically what I have is a picture of my daughter. She's on the side of a mountain in Montana. And she's okay. She's just laughing is the deal. But I thought this was kind of cute. And it goes with like this travel-y theme thing here. And so I'm going to figure out a way to make all this work. But that's my ABC. And then 1, 2, 3, you had to have one photo. So I got my one photo. And then a 2-word title. And in my little kit, I had sunny and bright. So I thought that could be really cute. Sunny, bright. That's not really a word. I'm not going to count that as a word. This is 2 words. Okay, that's my 2-word title. And then I need 3 embellishments of the same kind, which is why I hadn't picked those out yet. But they're in my stuff over here somewhere. I know they are. I'll find them. So we got to figure that out. Now, that being said, I kind of also want to try to use, you know, these stamps and things because that's part of the inspiration kit here. So I got to think on these ones. I might use Adventure weights or something. I hadn't really figured that out. So, y'all, I'm going to have to do a little bit of thinking off camera here. But I know for sure I'm going to use these little bits here. I have this thing, too, because it looks kind of neat. I might try to, I don't know yet, y'all. There's things I think in my head I might want to use. But, and then from a paper standpoint, I really like this green. I really like this green because it's got this map and stuff. And I'm kind of in my head thinking I might put it over here like this. And then some kind of way, I do have this little double dot, which is a neutral color. So I might end up coming in here with that, you know, mounting my picture. It has this one on the back here, but I kind of like the dots. So I don't know. I'm going to have to see about that too. I'll have to see about that as well. But I kind of like that as like a mat. And then, of course, I've got this stripe here, but I'm thinking I'm going to end up cutting it where I don't have these red stripes. I don't want them red stripes because that's not part of the inspiration color palette. And that is really what's kind of inspiring me is the color palette from the kit, the Counterfeit Kit. Well, I don't know. Somebody's just starting to mow outside. And then I really enjoy this little journaling card here. It gives you like a German name or some kind of word. I don't know, Fernway or something. It says, an ache to get away and travel to a distant place, a feeling stronger even than wanderlust. And I really like that. My daughter has this so bad. She loves to travel. So I'm thinking I'm going to try to use this too. That's my thinking here. So I need to get started. I don't have a sketch or anything. I'm going to try to figure this thing out without a sketch. I'm kind of imagining, again, like I've got this picture here, and I might come down. I hadn't figured out if I want the stripes going horizontal or up and down. I might just go up and down because that's pretty. Maybe I'll tear them too because it's mountainy, right? So let me kind of get started here. I'm sorry I'm talking so much, but I want to make sure how I explained it tied back to the Counterfeit Kit inspiration and the challenge that we're all kind of following here. So down below, I'm sure I'll have a link. In fact, I know I will. There'll be some kind of links below in the description box, so kind of look for that. And again, thank you guys so much for having me be a guest designer this month. I'm so honored and excited to do this. So we'll talk soon. Let me get to work. All right, gang, I have made quite a bit of progress here, truth be told. I went ahead and decided on this bow bunny, the little double dot deal. I went ahead and gutted that and then used it to back the photo here. And then I did get back into my stash over there and got this little bit of orange pattern paper and then this blue. And I used the stripe and I've kind of, you know, made that there. And then I found these little geotag paper. Again, that was in my little set there. And then I've made an L design, right, with these. I trimmed down these stripes here. There was, you know, this stuff here, right? So I trimmed it down again. I made this little L design. And y'all, I'm just dry fitting everything right now. I have my little ampersand. I do like this journaling card. I cut that out. So I've got that laying there. And I'm kind of debating on this. I do like that ampersand right there. I'm debating on this little cassette because I got to have my C, right? And then I'm thinking I'm gonna put the title up here. I'm sitting here looking at it, and I was just thinking, do I scuff it? I think I'm gonna ink it. So I'm gonna end up pulling out, actually, let me do that real quick. I think I'm gonna use this Vintage Photo ink on all the edges, just to give it a little, you know, separation and all the things. So I think that, now I was looking at my little stamps here. I do have this little, it says pure and natural, 100%. I think that says, good Lord, what does that say, y'all? I can't read. That's, my eyeballs don't work, but 100% something. And I'm thinking I might stamp that on here somewhere. I don't think I'll use this. I don't know. I don't think it'll be dark enough, but I'm sure I've got a, I do have Vintage Photo in the Distress ink versus Distress Oxide. So maybe I can use this on here in a couple spots. So I'm thinking about that. And then I still haven't gotten into my stickers or anything. So I do need to do the 3, which is 3 embellishments of the same type. So I'm still have to get into that and figure that piece out. I haven't figured that out yet. So let me do as I just said, which is go ahead and ink all these. I will adhere these things. And then when I start embellishing, I'll come back on. Okay, give me a second. All right, gang, so I have cut everything down. I've inked all the edges of everything like I mentioned, and I'm just starting to glue down these major pieces here. Initially, I thought to make the photo kind of straight up and down, and then I thought, oh no, it looks kind of neat wonky, so I decided to make it wonky. So then just my journaling tag now is going to be straight up and down, which is okay because I think that, you know, it's got that quote on it and it looks great. Now, I started off initially, I showed you guys on the beginning with the Sunny and Bright title. And I don't know what made me do it, but I flipped over the little set of the puffy sticker thingies there, and I saw Fun Day, and I thought, no, that's even better. So I decided on this Fun Day. Now, y'all are going to see me fart around with this thing because I love the big, ginormous swirls on the F and the D. And I was trying to figure out how can I make these fit together. I kind of wanted my D to go, you know, around the F or so. I don't know. Anyway, I mess around with these things. But I don't want it to look like that, so I kind of keep messing around with it. And I end up finally just putting the D to the right-hand side a little bit. But the overall, the title I thought was actually a better fit than the original one I had picked. And it technically makes the rules of the challenge more appropriate. Even though, because Sunny and Bright, I had the little plus in the middle, and I was kind of playing like that wasn't another word. And in this case, I don't even have to play like there's not another word, because there's not another word. So that was awesome. So I've got my Fun Day figured out. And I'm kind of messing with these yellows because I kind of go, okay, I want yellow in like 3 little spots. So I'm kind of messing, but I set that to the side for a minute. I'm going to go ahead and glue down my journaling card because it wasn't glued down, of course. I had set it there and forgot to glue it down. And also, I had, when I was playing with my embellishments and kind of setting them out there, I had set that little blue frame down and laid the cassette tape on top of it, and I thought, well, that looks kind of neat. So now I'm going to kind of lay all this stuff down here. I'm going to put a little bit of foam tape up underneath a couple of the edges of the cassette tape because otherwise it's going to be a little bit like wonky. So I'm going to go ahead and put my foam tape behind my little cassette tape here. I guess theoretically I could have taken a string or something like that, but kind of like a button maybe, but no, I decided that would look really dumb after I kind of glanced at it and thought about it for half a second. Nope, not going to do it. So I've got the chipboard piece, and I got the cassette piece on top of that. And then I realized on the little piece of plastic, all I had left was that partial, it used to be a round frame or whatever, and it had stuff about, I don't know, favorite, I forget what all it had on there, but what's left over is, you know, my favorite chapter in hour or something like that. And I thought, you know, that actually looks kind of cute up underneath there, and I can fill in that little bit of dead space under fun. So I put that underneath the edge of the photograph, and then I know that button's going to go up there because I want that yellow up there. And I start messing there. Why I'm doing this, I don't know, but I come down to the lower right corner again because I know I want the ampersand down there. And I've got that little yellow frame. I think, okay, that's going to look pretty good down there. Well, my cat's going to cry, so we'll have to ignore her for just a minute. And then the button, I picked the button up, and there's a brads on the back of it. And at first I thought, okay, well, I'll have to cut into that. So I don't want to do that just yet because I'm not 100% sure where there's going. So I lay it down for a minute. Y'all, this poor cat acts like she is just mistreated because she's sitting at the door, and she's the one that walked in here. Anyway, so I'm going to take the stamp now. I'm kind of looking at this. I showed y'all this stamp set, and I decided I want to use that round one. And it actually says pure and natural, 100%. And then I think it says no additives or something. And I decided I'm going to use the, I think I showed y'all this Distress ink here. And I thought to myself, well, this can be my 3 embellishments. So now I'm going to use this little stamp as one of my 3 embellishments. But I really like where that little circle goes up over that little yellow, like, I don't know what shape that is, almost a hexagon or something, but it's not exactly. Chipboard frame and my ampersand. And then I'm looking up here and I go, oh, that's going to look good up there next to fun. So I'm going to stick that up there next to fun. And then we'll come down in the lower left and I'm going to add another little stamp down there. And that's going to be my 3 embellishments. So now I have my 1 photo, my 2-word title, Fun Day, and I have 3 embellishments of the same kind. And on the ABC portion, I have my ampersand, I have my button, and I have my cassette tape going on. So I have met the requirements of the challenge, and I'm so proud of myself because I also put this whole kit together. So y'all, this is a very satisfying layout. Okay, so I'm going to put my ampersand down there. I think I have to add a little bit of foam behind it as well, just to kind of keep it from kind of rocking on the page. So I've got my little guys there. And that's going pretty well. I got to pull all that stuff off. But anyways, that's where he's going to go. And so now I'm looking at the layout. Well, what am I doing? Oh, I pulled the brads off the back of the buttons. That's what it was. I had these buttons and I thought, okay, well, it's got those brads. I thought, do I really want to cut into the paper? And then I pulled on one of them and I realized, oh, it'll come off. Now, I will tell you, the small guy, I pulled the brads off and everything. I'm going to use glue dots to glue these things down. The small guy, though, neither one of them lay real particularly flat on the back side. And the small guy is a little rocky. So I'm kind of looking at him even now and I'm thinking, okay, I don't know if I need to add some adhesive. But at the moment, I go ahead and just put like 2 glue dots and it works okay. So we'll see how he hangs out there. So I put that up there. I've got my other button on the lower left. So now I've got my B for my buttons. And I'm thinking, okay, what can I do next? And I think, what in the world am I doing? Oh, I'm looking for the flowers. So from the kit, again, there was a lot of wildflower, wildlife, just growing and that sort of thing. So I'm looking on my sticker sheets to see what have I got. I don't see anything on the puffy stickers. I didn't really see anything on that one there with the wood grain looking stuff. So I end up on, I think this sheet here, this was an old, was this a hip kit? I don't know, y'all. I'll show it to you in the reveal. You got to go back and look at that video. But there's a couple of little blue flowers. And I thought, okay, these are kind of cool. They look like little wildflowers, right? So they're kind of based off of the kit inspiration. So I'm going to tuck that up underneath there. And I'm going to stick another one in the lower right section over there. And I'll have to go back to the sheet because I'm like, okay, I need another flower. And I find this little blue flower. I stick it down in one spot and then I go, no, I don't like that. It's growing that cluster too tall. So I'm going to move that. I'm going to put it down on the right side of the cassette tape there. And that's going to tuck down in there. And I think that looks pretty cute. So now I have blue flowers in my little visual triangle here. And I'm going back to the sticker sheet again, wondering, do I have anything else? I think I look around a little bit and I go, nope, nothing else. But I'm looking and I go, okay, I need something like sprinkles or something. I'm still looking at that sticker sheet, but I don't think I pull anything. Oh, that's a lie. I find the words love, life, and adventure. And I do end up putting those over the top of the photo in the sky area. And so I'm going to find those real quick here. And I stick them on there, and then I think those look really crooked. And maybe it doesn't matter because the pictures are all wonky and all that, but it kind of made me unhappy. So I'm going to pull my T-ruler out in just a second. I will tell you guys, my husband told me that this picture here, my daughter's kind of leaning over and she's laughing. But he did tell me, he says, you can't tell, but on the right-hand side of her, so looking at the picture on the right-hand side, that's about a 100-foot drop. And she's scared senseless. She does not enjoy that. My husband kept telling her to hurry or do this or that. I mean, he's watching her, but, she's kind of scared. And so this is laughing because he says, I'm going to take a picture of you because you're scared or whatever. And so that's why she's laughing. But I got to give her credit. The child's doing way better than I ever could. So then I decided to myself, I needed some enamel dots. But y'all, I didn't put enamel dots in my little counterfeit kit. So I can't get enamel dots. That'd be cheating. So I decided to pull out of this blue font here all the periods. And I take all the little periods. Not all of them. That's not true. I didn't take all of them. But I took a good chunk of them. I took 9 of them. And I made them my enamel dots. And I'm going to stick them around. And I'm just going to make myself a little bit of enamel dot clusters here. So build my little visual triangles within each of my clusters. And I do it in the lower right. And then I'm going to come up here in the upper right in just a second here. There we go. And I'm going to put my little dots up there. And even after that, I decide I still don't have quite enough. So I'm actually going to add just a little bit more in just a second. So I'm kind of looking at it and I'm going, okay, this all looks pretty good. But you know what? I'm going to sprinkle a little bit of Distress Oxide on here. So I do pat my ink on the little clear acetate and I'm going to add a little bit of water. And then I'm just going to kind of sprinkle it. I'm really pleased with how this turns out, y'all. I really am. It's not overpowering. None of them are too big. I didn't get any big old splotches. It looks really pretty. I'm so happy with it. So that's all I'm going to do this layout. I am really excited. I met the challenge. I've used my inspiration kit. I mean, this looks so cute. I'm happy with it. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm sure I'm going to have a link down to the blog. I'm just recording this, so I don't have all the links and everything yet, but I'm certain I'll have a link to the blog down below. Check out my Instagram. That's where I'm going to show also my kit as well. And we will see y'all next time. Thanks so much. We'll talk soon. Bye-bye.